The supreme Instagram algorithm, the most demonized part of this platform, easily blamed for the lack of growth results, loudly criticized for the way it ranks our posts, suspected of taking deliberate actions to limit the reach of Instagram posts. But is it really meant to make your life more difficult, or maybe the frequent Instagram updates make it a little harder for you to keep up with the constant changes and refine your Instagram strategy? We did our research for you to debunk the most common accusations against the Instagram algorithm based on Instagram's recent statement, which has brought to light some details about what the Instagram algorithm is and how it works. Keep on watching to finally make peace with this mythical creature and turn your frustration into new effective growth strategies. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here today for another episode of IQhashtags Instagram School. I'm Alex, a content specialist for IQhashtags, the most used Instagram hashtags and analytics tool designed to help you skyrocket your Instagram profile. I really hope that this episode will bring back hope to everyone who thinks that growing your brand organically on Instagram is a lost cause without having a huge amount of resources or time. But I have to warn you, there will be a little bit of tough love here today, so please bear it in mind before we move on to the next part of this video. And remember that all of this, everything we do here is to help you out, help you grow your Instagram profiles and brands. We are good people here at IQhashtags. It seems that recently some of the complaints we hear about the algorithm have unfortunately become an excuse for many creators to justify their own Instagram strategies, which may not have necessarily been in sync with what the algorithm currently favors on the platform. This is why we're going to bring up all of the most common accusations to show you that the algorithm can be on your side once you begin to understand what is it all about. What is the mysterious thing that controls your Instagram performance? According to the article written by the head of Instagram himself, Mr. Adam Mosseri, Instagram doesn't have one algorithm that gives us nightmares every day. There are several algorithms responsible for ranking feed posts, explore, reels, and there are many other classifiers and processes that determine what kind of content Instagram users see on the platform. It still might sound like an enigma, but it brings us closer to how you can work with the algorithm. The most important conclusion is that the latest Instagram updates and changes in the algorithm aim to serve Instagram users with content based on their own preferences, on what they consume the most on the platform, but also on how people use different parts of the app, where they spend the most time and what they engage with the most. Are they reels, stories, graphic or video content? It all matters to them now. If you think about it, this way of ranking content on Instagram can actually work in your favor, as the old chronological order of posts made Instagram users miss out on a lot of content they actually cared about. As Mr. Mosseri says in the article, by 2016, people were missing 70% of all their posts in feed, including almost half of posts from their close connections. And that is a lot. Now is a time when your Instagram strategy has a way more significant meaning than ever. If you play the cards well and work with the algorithm, you can really make a difference to where you rank in your followers' feeds and explore page. So yes, organic growth on Instagram lives on, and it's time to debunk the most common algorithm myths you've spent way too much time believing in. Let's start with the big guns. The algorithm is to blame for everything. And by everything, I mean all the stuff you can possibly come up with to justify your lack of growth on Instagram. My posts don't reach anyone. People don't engage with my content. My profile isn't getting new followers. I'm not selling anything, and so on and so on. I really understand that it is super frustrating to not see any significant results coming from your Instagram strategy, especially if you really commit to it and put loads of time towards building a strong brand. But the thing is that Instagram keeps evolving, and with it, your competitors on the platform. To stand a chance in this dynamic environment, your understanding of how the algorithm works is essential. And then, and only then, you'll begin to objectively look at your Instagram profile and ask the right questions. Is it the algorithm decreasing my engagement, or maybe my content doesn't really serve my audience? Does the algorithm limit my reach, or maybe I'm using way too generic hashtags irrelevant to my content? The best words to sum it all up are from Mr. Mosseri himself, who says, "It's hard to trust what you don't understand." So the first step to your organic growth on Instagram is getting to know what what you have to deal with in order to build an effective Instagram strategy. Here's another one from the list of our favorite complaints about the Instagram algorithm. Instagram controls which of my followers can see my posts and which not. Well, not exactly. The algorithm works based on people's interests, engagements, and other factors. It doesn't intentionally hide your posts from viewers. The way Instagram ranks feed posts and stories is based on information about the post, how many people liked it, when it was posted, at what location, if it's a video, how long is it. Next, it gathers information about you, the person who posted. This helps the algorithm to determine if your profile will be interesting to your followers and includes factors like how many people in general have interacted with your profile in the past few weeks. Then we have users' activity and their history of interacting with your profile. This prioritizes content in users' feeds from profiles they previously interacted with in any way. So if they liked your post, commented on it, or shared it with someone else, there is a huge chance you'll pop up at the top of their feeds. Now, looking at the algorithm from this perspective shows that your organic growth on Instagram is all about you and your actions more than ever before. Instagram actually listens. There is no randomness about how they rank your posts. And because of this adaptation to the user's patterns and behavior, you're able to reach your target audience quicker and more accurately when you know how to make the algorithm work in your favor. Here's another one on the list of the most common misconceptions about Instagram algorithm. My content is really good, but it doesn't resonate with my audience, so clearly it must be the algorithm. Your content is a vital part of your Instagram strategy, but the biggest misconception creators have when trying to build an engaged Instagram community is that their followers and potential followers sit there waiting for their content to amaze them with its grace. Again, Instagram is a hugely competitive environment, which means that Instagram users can be a bit overwhelmed with the amount of content they receive every day, which also means that they have loads of options to choose from. That's why they usually look for very specific and unique sources of their daily stimulation. That's why you need to constantly communicate with your audience, ask them open-ended questions to know exactly what they expect from you and your content. What images and videos appeal to them the most? They must see value in your content in order to engage with it. And most importantly, it's not only pretty pictures that grab people's attention. Your voice is what counts here the most because it can respond to people's problems and needs. So again, the algorithm is most likely not to blame here. While it can be really disappointing when your engagement rate drops or your reach is almost non-existent, it's probably time to change your content strategy and start paying more attention to your audience's needs. Use these moments as an opportunity to learn about your audience and find out what your followers like and don't like to see in your feed. Moving on to another misconception about the Instagram algorithm. I need to post more to stand any chance at my account growing. Many people think that you need to post daily or even many times a day to make your profile and your online presence successful. That's really not what makes you stand out. Some of the most exciting, well-prospering profiles we've ever followed post new content every second day or once a day or 3 times a week. We associated the overwhelming posting frequency with success for far too long. If everyday posting frequency isn't something that you can maintain, then don't do it. Look into your Instagram stats and try to learn the rhythm of your audience. Adjust your posting schedule to where they are on the platform. And if you want to know more about the pros and cons of posting every day to finally feel less stressed out about your posting schedule, you should definitely watch this video up here. The algorithm won't hate you for posting less. There are 2 ground rules to follow here. Quality always comes before quantity, and also it's not about posting frequency, but posting consistently. Instagram recognizes your behavior, and if it sees regularity in it, it will reward you for it. And one of the oldest tales of them all, switching to business or creator account negatively impacts my stats. Not sure why people still ponder over this one, but I think there is an old saying that feels quite accurate to describe this assumption, and that is out of sight, out of mind. Let me explain. Switching to a business or creator account gives you access to your profile statistics, making your Instagram performance very transparent. It seems like many creators weren't as worried about their performance influence as long as they didn't know much about it. Before, it was more of a guessing game, so they could assume everything was working well for them. With a professional account, you can finally track many key factors of your Instagram performance, like your profile's reach and your post impressions. So switching to a business or creator account gives you a whole new range of possibilities. That's all for today, guys. I hope that this video made you feel a bit more familiar with the Instagram algorithm and made the organic growth look possible in 2021. With tons of theories we hear about Instagram every day, it can be difficult to judge which ones are valid and which ones are not. But I think we made it quite clear that the algorithm, and actually the algorithms, stand by your side if you only try to work with them. Change can get us a bit anxious, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, so don't give up and rethink your strategy based on how Instagram works these days. Thank you so much for watching. If you've heard any other famous misconceptions about the Instagram algorithm, let us know in the comment section below. We'll try to debunk them as well, or maybe we'll learn something new. And of course, remember to subscribe our channel for more Instagram wisdom and hit the bell to get notified about the next video. And see you in the next one.